Hey guys, good morning. It is 9 a.m. I am almost to my H&R Block class and I'm tired. I had a hard time sleeping last night and I woke up at 5 feeling like I had to throw up just because I don't know if it was all the junk I ate yesterday, but back on eating healthy today because my body was like, girl, you abused me all weekend. Enough. So back on it today. I have a busy day, so I'm gonna have to stay diligent about what I have. I brought a protein bar and some snacks with me, and then I also brought my coffee, a water, or my big thing of water, and then I had this morning my normal like egg sandwich. So I'm gonna have to stop for lunch depending on if my H&R Block class gets out early, I'm gonna go home and eat lunch and then go to the hospital class. But if I don't get out early, it's supposed to end at 12, I'm gonna have to head right over to the hospital. I am just gonna have to be diligent about what I pick up. So yeah, it's gonna be hard. Maybe like chicken fajitas, no tortilla type of thing. I don't know, but here I am, H&R class once again. Hey guys, it's a little after 5. I finished up my class. Today was a very long and boring day. Very long and boring. It was one of those things like none of it was learning. H&R Block was completely things that I already know, like little training that we have to go through we have to do CEUs just like I have to do for my nursing license and things like that. But for H&R Block we have to do continuing education every single year. We have to do classes, tax updates, and various things. Today was more about like how to treat the client. I mean, I've been doing this 15 years. I have a large client base. I know how to treat my clients. So today was one of those days that was like not fun, not learning anything, not going over tax laws, nothing like that. It was just purely boring stuff. And then kind of the same thing with work. It was more like family-centered care and breastfeeding tips and things, and again, things I already know, but it's mandatory. We have to do it once a year. So we went, and it was 4 hours, 4 long, tedious hours. So I was in class for 7 hours today. All I did was stare at PowerPoints and listen to speakers and all kinds of stuff. So it was a long day, and it is freaking cold. Oh, it's freaking cold outside. Let me see, red light still. Let me tell you how cold it is. Now, nobody make fun of me because you have to remember I live in San Antonio, Texas. So we get very few actual cold days or months. Like January and the beginning of February are probably like into December, but even then we've had actual Christmas days that have been a little warm, or like high 60s, low 70s. It just really depends on our weather for the moment, you know, for that time of year, whatever. But January, February are our coldest months out of the entire year. Typically we don't get this cold in November. So don't laugh, because I'm sure some of you northerners are like, Melissa, really? We freaking have snow outside. Right now it's 46. I know, I don't even want to hear it. But for it being 46 degrees outside, it says it feels like it's 37 because of the wind chill, and it is very cold, extremely cold. Like, this jacket is not enough. Now, granted, this fits me a lot better than it used to this year. Last year didn't fit as good, or any subsequent years. This is from Target a long time ago. I love this jacket. It's from the Acceleration brand. Oh no, Massimo, when they used to have Massimo. I love it. I can barely button it now, but it's very nice, pretty warm. It's not like a long trench coat. It's shorter, and it has a tie. So I'm hoping next winter it fits even better. But it's fairly warm. I'm wearing a long sleeve plaid shirt. I have on thick leggings from Torrid, the ones that have Hello Kitty at the bottom. I'm wearing tall boots, but I don't have a scarf and I don't have gloves. And today is one of those days where I should have had a beanie, gloves, and a scarf, because it's that cold. Like, it feels so cold. Like I said, I realize some of you guys are probably like in the 20s and you're like, oh, 46 is warm. Like, that's not cold at all. But again, I grew up here. 46s doesn't happen, especially feeling like 37. Like, we only have a handful of days that actually get below freezing during the day. throughout our year. So it's been a very cold day. Today would have been perfect to lay on the couch, watch Christmas movies with a blanket and all of that. So anyway, I've already started my evening routine. Went to go pick up this big old kiddo.
Hi guys.
And now we're headed
outside.
to, it is very cold. They didn't even go, you went out this morning, right? But y'all didn't have recess?
We did.
Oh, you did?
We had recess outside.
You went out, but with your other jacket?
No, I only had my sweater.
Oh my gosh, see,
But it wasn't that cold.
That's the exact reason why I only got her one skirt and shorts. Now she's gonna have to transition her uniform into mostly, actually, I don't know if they can wear a long sleeve polos or not. Can you wear a long sleeve polo?
Yes, ma'am. Because
Have you seen other kids with them on?
yes, ma'am. I've seen other kids with yeah, I've seen other kids with.
I'm gonna have to go and look at that online because I'm probably gonna have to get her some long sleeve shirts. I mean, she has her sweater that she can wear inside, outside, it doesn't matter, and then they can wear heavier items like when they're transitioning in front of, like from the car to the school or at recess and stuff. I think she can wear her heavier winter stuff, but I think it's time to pack up the skirt until it gets a little bit warmer outside. So I don't know, we'll see. Same thing with the little girls. Like I have noticed Maddie's pants, she's been wearing pants every day. I mean, well, for a while now, but she's been wearing pants, and most of them that she has on are too short. Like yesterday she had a pair of jeans on that were pretty much brand new. They were too short. They look like high waters on her, like capris, or like boyfriend jean type fit, and they were like, her butt was hanging out of them. They were just a little too small. So I've noticed that mostly with her. Autumn, I thought her winter boots were gonna be too big because they're all a size 8 because they were hand-me-downs from Maddie. But I put a pair on her yesterday and they fit her, so that's nice. But same thing, like she has onesie pajamas that we've had to layer. Realizing yesterday when I had Emmy get rid of 2 pairs of pants that were jammy pants, way too little on her. She doesn't have a whole lot of pajamas, so I'm gonna have to step up my winter game, especially since we're having like this cold of weather this early in November. We're gonna have to rearrange some things. So for dinner tonight, I think I'm gonna do the chicken adobo tostados that is from Home Chef. I have that in the fridge and it needs to be cooked. So I think I'm gonna do that and just wait for my husband to get off. I think he gets off at 6 or 6:30. And we'll eat dinner and then do our normal routine. Today was kind of on the short side of boring, and now I'm sorry. What, you need some help?
Yes,
Let me see. Let's see. Ready? What do you say? I'm cooking dinner. I am making the Home Chef meal, so pretty much I just had to brown the chicken. Now I have to shred it when it cools off. I'm browning up some onions. I am cooking lentils. I've never cooked lentils before. So we're gonna see how that goes. I am doing the tostadas. I'm just gonna mix everything up together and just wait for Andres so that we can eat dinner. The girls are playing. Bella is doing great. I meant to tell you guys this the other day. We had her appointment on Friday. I just had such a busy day. I don't even think I talked about this. Friday I had a very stressful day at work. I mean, just like a huge stressful day at work. So I didn't get off of work until like 10:15. So it was a long day, and it just was a long day. So I didn't even vlog after that because I was so exhausted. And then Saturday I had so much going on. Yesterday I had so much going on, and today I just was in class all day. I didn't really even get to update you guys, but Andres took Bella to her follow-up appointment on Friday, and the vet said she is healing so nicely, that her incision looks great. She never looked like she had any infection. Now it's just more about physical therapy. She can walk, like she's not on bed rest anymore. She can walk around. She wants her to still wear the cone for another week, just because she put her under like a little test. She took the cone off. She said some dogs, like once the incision has already healed a good amount, she said some dogs will just leave it alone and won't even think twice about it after it started to heal. But the first thing that she did was go to lick it. So because of that, she wants her to keep the cone on another week, which is fine. I mean, as depressing as it looks, I would rather be safe than sorry. So, and she seems to be adjusting to it nicely. The only thing she still does every now and then is like, if she's going outside to, or coming in too quickly, the cone will sometimes hit the side of the door. But other than that, she seems to be okay with it. So, but yeah, she's doing great. She's off pain meds. She's off the anti-inflammatory. She is getting around pretty well. And she's doing good. She even transitioned nicely switching her food, because I switched her to like the kibbles and bits, the small bites, because she was having a hard time. You fall. She was having a hard time getting the bigger pieces from the old dog food, item that we used to feed them. But it took that long for her to finish it, so she picked out the food that she wanted from the old dog food, but this new dog food she loves. So she's transitioned nicely to that. She seems to be doing very well. The girls know to leave her alone. She hasn't had any like painful yelps or anything recently. She seems to be doing really well. So I meant to update you guys on that, and I totally forgot. As far as the Home Chef goes, I'm actually really impressed. I'm considering that this is probably a little bit more expensive than I would normally spend on a meal. It equals out for me to about $8 per person, which is kind of what we spend like when we go out to eat. But the meals are very delicious. Like, this smells and looks so good. Can hear them fighting. The salmon the other day was delicious. Like, literally, I have never had the chayote or whatever it is, coyote, whatever it is, and it was so delicious. I loved it. I've never seen it in HEB, but I kind of want to get some for like just for us to make at home. It was so good, and this smells and looks delicious as well. So I'm impressed with the way everything comes. Everything has stayed fresh. I haven't had... Oh, you're gonna play with your Frozen? Yes, please. You're gonna go play with it in there though, okay? Uh-oh. What happened, Harry? Okay, there you go. Go play with it in there, okay? Everything stayed fresh. I didn't have any problems with it going wrong. I haven't had any problems with like quantity or anything like that. So I'm pretty excited to continue going on with it. I definitely, just because of cost, wouldn't do this like all the time. I maybe would consider doing it for like 2 to 4 meals a month, maybe like every 2 weeks, so that I can spread out the cost a little bit. Because definitely, if I were going to buy these things, I could get it for cheaper than, you know, $39 or whatever the meal ends up costing. They vary in price. I could definitely get all this stuff for cheaper than $40, but it is nice not to have the recipe, to not have to think about it, to not have to look up things and go buy all these ingredients. Like, some of the ingredients I wouldn't need in bulk, but it would be nice to have. So I don't know. I'll let you guys know how I think about it going forward. I love the fact that they have so many options, even like lunch and smoothie options and fruit options, and I mean all kinds of stuff. They have vegetarian, they have seafood, they have steaks, all kinds of beef, turkey, like chicken, all kinds of things. So I do like the variety that they have, and I feel like the prices are pretty comparable. I will definitely leave a link down below for $30 off your first purchase. That's how I got this stuff, and I probably would do it again. So I'll let you guys know how this meal. For dinner tonight, we are doing another Home Chef meal. This is a flour tortilla. You burn yourself? Yep, same here. I burned my finger right here. This is the chicken adobo tostadas. It is a flour tortilla that you make into a tostada, red lentils, some enchilada shredded chicken with a little bit of cheese and some cilantro. I nixed the red chile peppers just because we didn't want the spice. Andres is the only one that could do that, but I did excuse you, cook the chicken with the red onion, and then I put a little bit of my sour cream on the side. So that is what's for dinner tonight. It looks delicious.